Smart. Hardworking. Talented. Yet broke. Sounds familiar? You might think intelligence equals wealth, right? Wrong. In fact, some of the smartest people in the world struggle the most with money. And it's not because they're lazy or unlucky. It's because the human brain, no matter how intelligent, is wired with hidden biases, traps, and emotions that sabotage financial success. Today, we're diving into the psychology of money and uncovering why smart people stay broke, and how you can avoid the same fate. Stick with me, because what you'll learn here might change how you see money forever. Being smart in school or at work doesn't guarantee financial wisdom. You can solve equations, design systems, or argue legal cases, but money plays by its own rules. Financial wisdom isn't about IQ. It's about habits, discipline, and emotional control. Many brilliant minds overthink investments, underestimate risks, or simply don't build consistent saving habits. Meanwhile, ordinary people who master simple financial principles often build quiet fortunes. Intelligence without money skills creates overconfidence. Financial wisdom, on the other hand, is about knowing your limits, respecting risk, and playing the long game. Smart people love analyzing. Every financial decision becomes a math problem. Should I invest in stocks? What if the market crashes? Is real estate better? What about crypto? They spend so much time overthinking that they miss opportunities. This is called analysis paralysis. Wealth doesn't come from the perfect decision. It comes from consistent action. The market rewards those who start, learn, and adapt, not those who endlessly calculate. While the smart person waits for certainty, the average person who acts early enjoys the power of compounding. Overthinking is intelligence working against itself. Smart people often believe they can outsmart the system. They think if they just study enough or predict markets well, they'll always win. But money isn't a math puzzle you can perfectly solve. It's influenced by emotions, luck, timing, and global events beyond your control. The illusion of control makes smart people take unnecessary risks, overtrade, or ignore simple strategies. True wealth builders know they can't control markets, but they can control their own behavior. Discipline, not prediction, builds wealth. Perfectionism can keep smart people broke. They want the perfect budget, the perfect investment, the perfect career move. But perfection doesn't exist in money. Waiting for the flawless opportunity means you miss dozens of good ones. Wealth is built by starting messy, learning as you go, and improving over time. Perfectionism feels safe, but it's just procrastination wearing a suit. The wealthy don't chase perfect, they chase progress. Smart people aren't immune to emotions. Stress from work? Reward yourself with shopping. Big bonus? Time to upgrade the car. Even with high intelligence, emotions often win against logic when it comes to money. Emotional spending feels good in the moment but destroys long-term security. The wealthy don't avoid emotions, they manage them. They build systems, like automatic savings, that protect them from themselves. If you can't control your emotions, your money will always control you. Debt feels like a shortcut. Smart people justify it, it's just a loan, I'll pay it off later. But debt compounds against you. Credit cards, car loans, student debt, they trap even intelligent people for decades. The illusion is that you're buying freedom, but in reality you're buying chains. Wealthy people use debt strategically, not emotionally. They borrow to invest, not to consume. Smart but broke people borrow to impress, then work years to escape the hole. Comfort is dangerous. Smart people often choose safe jobs, safe investments, and safe routines. But comfort zones rarely lead to growth. Building wealth requires stepping into uncertainty, whether it's starting a side hustle, investing early, or negotiating for more. Comfort feels good now but costs you later. The wealthy embrace calculated discomfort. The broke stay stuck in comfortable patterns, wondering why nothing changes. Intelligence often comes with ego. Smart people hate being wrong, so they double down on bad financial decisions. They buy a stock, it drops, but instead of cutting losses, they hold out of pride. Or they overspend to maintain an image of success. Ego whispers, "I know better," while the bank account says otherwise. The wealthy understand that being wrong is part of the game. They cut losses quickly, learn, and move forward. Ego destroys wealth faster than ignorance. Smart people often miscalculate risk. They may avoid investing because it feels dangerous but then blow money on expensive habits that quietly drain them. Or they take wild risks in crypto or stocks, thinking their knowledge protects them. Misjudging risk keeps smart people broke, too cautious to grow, too reckless when they act. The wealthy don't eliminate risk, they balance it. They diversify, protect downside, and let time do the heavy lifting. Smart people often earn well, but as their income grows, so do their expenses. This is lifestyle inflation. A raise means a better car, a nicer apartment, or more gadgets. Soon, their expenses match their income, leaving nothing to save or invest. Wealthy people resist this trap. They increase income but keep lifestyle modest, channeling the difference into investments. Smart but broke people live paycheck to paycheck, just with fancier toys. Many smart people crave recognition. They buy luxury brands, dine at fancy places, or drive cars they can afford, just to prove they've made it. But chasing status keeps them broke. True wealth doesn't scream, it whispers. The wealthy let their money grow quietly in assets. The broke chase validation through spending. Status feels good in the short term, but it keeps you trapped in the cycle of working for appearances instead of freedom. Wealth isn't built by flashy moves, it's built by boring consistency. Saving automatically. Investing monthly. Tracking expenses. Smart people often ignore these because they seem too simple or beneath them. They'd rather chase complex strategies or big wins. But boring money habits are the foundation. Without them, intelligence turns into noise. Wealthy people master the basics first, then layer complexity. Broke smart people skip the basics, then wonder why nothing works. Smart people hate failing. They avoid starting businesses, side hustles, or investments because failure feels like weakness. But failure is tuition for success. Every wealthy person has failed, often many times, before building fortune. Smart people who fear failure stay stuck, using intelligence as an excuse to avoid risk. Fear protects you from pain, but it also blocks you from growth. The wealthy treat failure as feedback, not identity. Many smart people secretly feel like frauds. They think, I don't deserve wealth, or I'm not good enough to succeed financially. This is imposter syndrome. It leads to underpricing their skills, avoiding big opportunities, or sabotaging success. Meanwhile, less intelligent but more confident people charge higher, negotiate better, and build wealth. Imposter syndrome robs smart people of financial confidence. The wealthy understand they don't need to know everything, they just need to act. Many smart people wait for the perfect moment to start saving or investing. They think, I'll start next month or I'll invest once I earn more. But the perfect moment rarely comes. Compounding works best the earlier you start. Wealth is built by starting now, taking imperfect actions, and improving along the way. Waiting for perfection turns into waiting forever. The wealthy begin before they feel ready, and that's their real advantage. Smart people often compare themselves to billionaires or celebrities. They see lavish lifestyles and think, I'll never catch up. This comparison creates frustration, overspending, and wrong financial choices. But true wealth isn't about imitating the rich, it's about mastering your own money habits. Comparing yourself to extremes keeps you broke. The wealthy don't waste energy comparing, they measure progress against their own goals. Our brains crave instant rewards. Smart people aren't immune. Buying a gadget, taking a trip, or upgrading lifestyle gives a dopamine hit. Saving or investing? That's delayed gratification. The wealthy master the art of waiting. They sacrifice today's pleasures for tomorrow's freedom. Smart but broke people choose comfort now, pain later. Every dollar you spend for instant gratification is a dollar your future self never sees. Smart people love analyzing stocks, but emotions often take over. Panic selling during crashes. Chasing hype during booms. Fear and greed override logic. This emotional investing wipes out years of growth. Wealthy people invest with discipline. They follow a plan, not emotions. They understand that the market rewards patience, not panic. Emotional investing turns smart strategies into financial disasters. Intelligence can create a dangerous illusion, believing you know more than you actually do. Smart people may think they've mastered finance after reading a few books or articles. This overconfidence leads to risky bets, ignoring advice, or dismissing simple strategies. But money punishes arrogance. Wealthy people know their limits. They keep learning, ask questions, and surround themselves with experts. Overestimating knowledge is how smart people outsmart themselves into being broke. Smart people often chase massive gains and ignore small wins. Saving $50 a week or investing $100 monthly seems insignificant. Yet, over years, these small actions compound into substantial wealth. Ignoring them keeps even smart people financially stagnant. Wealthy people celebrate small wins and build them consistently. Money grows silently over time, it doesn't demand spectacle. The secret is not in giant leaps but in steady, disciplined steps that most overlook. Comfort is a silent wealth killer. Smart people may avoid investments, side hustles, or opportunities because they feel risky. Staying in the comfort zone feels safe but prevents growth. Real financial freedom requires stepping out of comfort, embracing calculated risks, and accepting temporary discomfort. The wealthy thrive where others hesitate. They understand that nothing valuable grows in comfort. Comfort is cozy but costly, risk managed wisely is where wealth is born. Smart people often underestimate daily expenses. Subscriptions, coffee, commuting, small costs add up silently. Ignoring these drains your income over time. Wealth isn't just earning, it's knowing where every dollar goes. Tracking expenses is simple but hugely impactful. The wealthy treat money as a system, noticing every inflow and outflow. The smart but broke often ignore the basics, letting small leaks destroy their financial stability. Awareness and consistency make all the difference. Intelligence sometimes breeds pride. Smart people avoid asking for financial advice, thinking they can figure it out alone. This can be costly. The wealthy seek mentors, use financial planners, and learn from experts. Pride can keep smart people broke, humility can grow wealth. Learning from others accelerates financial growth. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, just apply proven systems and adapt them to your situation. Asking for help isn't weakness, it's strategy. Fear of missing out drives poor money choices. Smart people see friends or colleagues investing in trends and panic to follow. This leads to buying high, selling low, and impulsive decisions. Wealth comes from patience and strategy, not chasing every shiny opportunity. The wealthy wait for calculated openings. They don't react to hype, they plan for longevity. FOMO turns intelligence into a trap, making the smart person follow the crowd instead of leading themselves. Constantly comparing yourself to others leads to dissatisfaction. Social media amplifies the problem: luxury lifestyles, vacations, cars. Smart people feel pressure to match peers, spending more than they earn. True wealth focuses on personal progress, not competing with others. The wealthy measure growth against themselves, not their neighbors. Comparison blinds you to your own path. Money isn't about keeping up, it's about freedom, control, and the future you build. Stop comparing, start controlling. Investing early compounds wealth faster than waiting for perfect conditions. Smart people procrastinate, thinking they need more knowledge, more money, or better timing. Meanwhile, the market grows, and they miss compounding magic. Action beats perfection. Wealthy people start with what they have, learn, and adjust along the way. Waiting for the perfect moment is the enemy of financial growth. Every day delayed is opportunity lost. Start now, improve as you go, and let time do the heavy lifting. Smart people know a lot, but too much information can overwhelm. Overanalyzing every possibility leads to inaction. Wealth favors those who simplify, implement, and learn along the way. Knowledge without execution is wasted potential. The wealthy cut through noise, follow a plan, and adjust when necessary. Smart but broke people drown in theories and forget action. Remember, money rewards doing, not just knowing. Applying a simple system consistently beats chasing endless information. Smart people often focus on earning active income, salaries, consulting, freelance work. But time is limited, and active income hits a ceiling. Passive income, investments, royalties, dividends, builds true freedom. Ignoring passive streams keeps even intelligent people dependent on a paycheck. The wealthy create systems where money works for them. Smart but broke people trade time for dollars endlessly. To grow wealth, you must make money independent of your effort, multiplying what intelligence alone cannot. Smart people love complex strategies, exotic investments, and intricate plans. They believe sophistication equals success. But complexity often leads to mistakes, inaction, and stress. Wealthy people simplify, budget, save, invest regularly, and automate. Complicated approaches rarely outperform consistent fundamentals. Complexity is intelligence showing off, simplicity is intelligence producing results. Don't overcomplicate, focus on the basics, execute well, and grow quietly over time. Smart people often wait for inspiration to act. I'll invest when I feel ready, or I'll start saving when I'm motivated. Motivation is fleeting, discipline is constant. Wealth isn't about feeling inspired, it's about creating habits that work even when you don't feel like it. Smart but broke people wait for sparks, wealthy people light their own fire daily. Don't wait for perfect conditions, create them through consistent action. Smart people often hope for the perfect break, the lucky opportunity, or a big windfall. But wealth doesn't come from luck, it comes from preparation meeting opportunity. Waiting for luck is passive, action is active. The wealthy create their own luck through planning, learning, networking, and taking calculated risks. Smart but broke people hope the world rewards them for intelligence alone. Money rewards execution, not wishful thinking. Smart people understand risk, but understanding doesn't equal doing. They fear losing money, avoid markets, and stay in savings accounts with minimal growth. The wealthy embrace calculated investments, knowing short-term fluctuations are part of the journey. Fear of investing keeps intelligence stagnant. Time is the greatest ally in wealth, hesitation wastes it. Smart but broke people protect what they have instead of growing it. Fear is natural, but it can't control your financial future. Smart people often overlook taxes, fees, and hidden costs. High earnings don't equal high wealth if you lose most to expenses. Understanding how taxes, investment fees, and debt interest affect your net growth is essential. The wealthy optimize and plan for this, while smart but broke people get blindsided. Intelligence helps, but only when paired with financial awareness. Small adjustments, like tax-efficient investing or minimizing fees, compound into large savings over time. The final truth: knowing all these traps is worthless without action. Smart people understand why they're broke, but knowledge alone won't grow wealth. Action does. Start saving. Invest regularly. Track expenses. Automate habits. Learn, adapt, and act consistently. Every moment you wait is a day lost for compounding and financial growth. The wealthy didn't wait for perfect timing, they began imperfectly and improved. You have intelligence, now pair it with action, and build wealth that lasts. Start today. Smart people sometimes forget inflation silently eats their money. Saving $10,000 in a low-interest account seems safe, but over years, inflation reduces its real value. The wealthy account for inflation in every decision. They invest in assets that grow faster than inflation. Ignoring this silent thief keeps even intelligent people stagnant financially. Smart isn't enough, you must preserve and grow your wealth against rising costs. Even intelligent people let emotions dictate purchases. Feeling stressed, sad, or celebratory often triggers unnecessary spending. Buying items for instant gratification feels good temporarily but harms long-term growth. The wealthy design systems, automatic savings, spending limits, and delayed gratification. Intelligence without emotional control results in money slipping through your fingers. To build wealth, your brain must serve your finances, not sabotage them. Smart people analyze endlessly, reading reports, news, and blogs before making any investment. But overanalysis often leads to inaction or missed opportunities. Wealthy people make informed decisions quickly and adjust as needed. Markets reward action, not hesitation. Analysis without execution is wasted intelligence. Remember, simple, consistent investing beats perfect timing or exhaustive research. Smart people often focus only on primary jobs. They underestimate the power of side income. Passive or side hustles multiply wealth potential, accelerate financial freedom, and hedge against uncertainty. The wealthy create multiple streams of income. Smart but broke individuals rely on one paycheck, leaving them vulnerable. Diversification of income is as important as diversification of investments. Your brain can earn more than your time if you let it. Fear of making mistakes can paralyze smart people. They hesitate, overthink, and delay important decisions. Meanwhile, the wealthy understand mistakes are part of the learning process. Each mistake teaches, each failure informs. Avoiding errors entirely is impossible, but action despite fear is key. Money rewards learning through experience, not perfection. Fear is the silent enemy of financial growth, even for the most intelligent. Intelligence doesn't replace financial education. Many smart people excel academically but skip learning about taxes, investing, and wealth-building strategies. Knowledge gaps create blind spots, leading to poor decisions. The wealthy dedicate time to financial education, even after earning millions. Understanding money fundamentals is more valuable than raw intelligence. Education plus action compounds into lasting wealth. Debt isn't just numbers, it's emotional. Smart people often feel entitled to borrow for lifestyle or status. Emotional debt leads to stress, missed opportunities, and financial stagnation. The wealthy borrow strategically, for investments, not consumption. Intelligence without discipline can trap you in debt cycles. Control your emotions, control your money. Debt should serve your growth, not your ego. Many smart people underestimate the power of compound growth. Saving small amounts early may seem trivial, but over time, compounding turns pennies into fortunes. Ignoring this principle delays financial freedom. The wealthy start early, even with modest sums, letting time magnify results. Intelligence alone can't replace the exponential power of compounding. Start small, start now, and let time do the magic. Being smart often creates overconfidence. People assume intelligence guarantees success, leading to risky decisions, ignored advice, or impatience. The wealthy remain humble, seek counsel, and respect their limits. Overconfidence blinds smart people to risks, reduces learning, and slows growth. True financial intelligence combines knowledge, humility, and consistent action. The ultimate truth: knowledge alone won't make you rich. Even the smartest individuals stay broke if they fail to act. Start today. Save, invest, track expenses, and create systems. Apply these lessons consistently. The wealthy didn't wait for perfect timing, they acted imperfectly and improved over time. Intelligence is your tool, action is your power. Pair them, and you can escape the traps that keep so many smart people broke. Today is the moment to build the financial future you deserve. Smart people often avoid talking about money, even with partners or family. Money conversations feel uncomfortable, so they ignore them. But avoiding discussion creates misalignment, debt, and missed opportunities. Wealthy people communicate openly about finances, set shared goals, and plan together. Intelligence is wasted if it doesn't guide practical action. Talking openly about money is a skill, and those who master it gain clarity, control, and long-term growth. Many smart people want fast results. They chase the next stock tip, crypto hype, or business shortcut. Quick wins feel rewarding but rarely build lasting wealth. The wealthy focus on steady, compounding progress. Small, consistent actions beat large, unpredictable gambles. Intelligence is wasted if it constantly seeks shortcuts instead of disciplined growth. Patience is a smarter strategy than cleverness in the long run. Smart people often focus on income rather than net worth. Earning $100,000 doesn't matter if you spend $100,000. Wealth is built by tracking assets, liabilities, and progress over time. The wealthy measure net worth consistently, adjusting strategies to grow it. Intelligence without tracking leads to illusions of success. Money isn't just earned, it's measured, managed, and multiplied. If you don't know where you stand, you can't improve. Smart people often focus on now and neglect retirement planning. Thinking, "I'm young, I have time," leads to lost decades of compound growth. The wealthy start planning early, even with small contributions. Retirement isn't about age, it's about freedom. Procrastination here is costly. Time is your most powerful ally. Delaying planning is like throwing away interest before it even exists. Start small, start now, and let compounding do the heavy lifting. Smart people feel financial anxiety deeply. They overthink, worry, and avoid decisions. Anxiety can freeze action, turning knowledge into inaction. The wealthy acknowledge fear but act anyway. Systems, automation, and planning reduce stress while growing wealth. Smart but broke people let anxiety dominate. Intelligence alone cannot overcome paralysis. To succeed, pair smart thinking with structured action to convert fear into progress. Smart people often set overly complicated financial goals. I need $1 million, 3 side hustles, and 10 investments by next year. Overcomplicated plans overwhelm and demotivate. The wealthy simplify, prioritize one goal, execute consistently, then layer complexity. Intelligence without focus leads to wasted effort. Clear, actionable goals, not elaborate schemes, produce results. Complexity is the enemy of execution. Smart people often spend to look successful, not to grow wealth. Fancy cars, gadgets, or luxury brands create temporary social validation but long-term financial strain. The wealthy focus on financial freedom, not appearances. True wealth is quiet, measured, and growing. Overspending for others keeps smart people broke. Stop impressing, start investing. Value real assets over status symbols. Health is wealth, but many smart people underestimate medical costs, insurance, and lifestyle impact. Unexpected illness can derail finances if unplanned. Wealthy people invest in health proactively, seeing it as part of their financial strategy. Ignoring health expenses is a hidden trap that even the intelligent fall into. Protecting your body protects your bank account. Smart planning includes both mind and body. Smart people sometimes underestimate the power of connections. Knowledge alone is limited. Access to mentors, investors, and collaborators multiplies results. The wealthy leverage networks strategically, learning faster, finding opportunities, and gaining support. Intelligence without connection limits growth. Build relationships, seek guidance, and collaborate. Your network can accelerate wealth more than solo brilliance ever will. Intelligence often comes with ego. I know better. Smart people dismiss advice, even from experts. This leads to costly mistakes. The wealthy combine intelligence with humility, they listen, adapt, and improve. Ego without wisdom kills opportunities. Knowledge grows wealth, but humility sustains it. Being right less often than you think is okay, acting wisely is what counts. Even intelligent people fall for impulse buying, flash sales, online ads, limited time offers. These small, repeated decisions drain funds silently. Wealthy people set rules, budgets, and delays for purchases, ensuring rational choices. Intelligence without self-control leads to repeated losses. Recognize triggers, pause before buying, and redirect money into growth. Discipline compounds as much as investments. Smart people often manage finances manually, forgetting automation. Automatic savings, investments, and bill payments reduce errors, stress, and missed opportunities. The wealthy automate to ensure consistency. Intelligence alone isn't enough, structured systems outperform raw brainpower. Automating finances creates passive discipline, letting money grow even when life gets busy. Systems are the silent partner of wealth. Smart people often earn more but fail to align lifestyle with goals. Expensive living, unnecessary subscriptions, or habits can erase wealth gains. The wealthy align lifestyle choices with long-term objectives, spending deliberately and purposefully. Intelligence without alignment is wasted effort. Money is a tool, not a toy. Let your spending reflect your goals, not impulses or social pressure. Motivation is fleeting, action is constant. Smart people wait for inspiration to start investing, saving, or side hustles. Waiting leads to lost time and compounding opportunities. The wealthy rely on discipline over fleeting motivation. Habits, routines, and systems move money forward even when you don't feel like it. Intelligence paired with consistent action beats sporadic genius every time. Knowledge without action keeps even the smartest people broke. The path to wealth isn't about being the smartest, it's about consistent action, emotional control, systems, and patience. Apply what you've learned, save, invest, automate, manage emotions, and start now. Every segment we covered today is a trap smart people fall into. Avoid them. Take control of your financial destiny. Intelligence is your tool, but action is your superpower. Begin today, and build a future where money works for you, not the other way around. And here's the truth, intelligence alone doesn't guarantee wealth. Money doesn't reward the smartest, it rewards the most disciplined. The ones who master their emotions, build habits, and take action when others freeze. If you've ever found yourself overthinking money but underacting on it, you're not alone. The real difference isn't IQ, it's psychology. And that's what we break down here, every single week. So if you want to keep learning the hidden psychology of money, make sure you subscribe right now, hit that like button, and drop a comment below with the money trap you've faced. I read every one. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss when a new video drops. Follow along, because each upload is designed to rewire how you think about wealth. Stick around, the next video might just change the way you see money forever.